Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast, and we're going to talk about what just happened in the Marvel event, the death of Doctor Strange. So let's go do a little recap of the event. Spoilers ahead if you haven't read it. I will pretty much talk about the whole thing that what just happened and go through all the issues 1 through 5. So let's go check that out. We'll come back talk a little bit more about what this means for the Marvel Universe going forward. And this is what happened in the death of Doctor Strange. This comic begins with us taking a look at the current life of Dr. Stephen Strange as he lives in the Sanctum Sanctorum in New York, doing his daily life and his routine, walking the dog, doing surgery. But in that evening, after a full day of superheroing, a visitor comes to the door and kills Doctor Strange. Now, at this point, we don't know who the murderer is, but we do know that the world cannot survive without a Sorcerer Supreme. There are many suspects in this murder, including Baron Mordo and Caecilius, who later show up at the Sanctum Sanctorum, and although they are at the top of the list, this is not the last surprise. We also know and see that a younger version of Doctor Strange has shown up as a contingency plan to stop the evil from attacking the Earth. In the meanwhile, we discover that many visitors from other dimensions have come to Earth to take refuge from something, but what is that something? That remains to be seen. We also find Clea from the Dark Dimension fall into the arms of Doctor Strange as she seeks help from the Sorcerer Supreme of Earth, but she doesn't know that he has been killed. As the three mothers show up, we now know who has been hunting all these people from the other dimensions and who they're running away from. And even though the Avengers show up to provide help for the Sorcerer Supreme, they are no match for the three mothers, as their power outlasts everyone. We also discover this child who feeds on magical beings and who has caused all the people to run onto Earth. In the meanwhile, Doctor Strange has gathered all the suspects, including the visitors from other dimensions, Caecilius and Baron Mordo, as he explains that only one person would have the means and opportunity to murder him in order to steal his power, as they kept his hands and his soul attached to him. It is revealed that Caecilius is the murderer because he wanted to steal Doctor Strange's Sorcerer Supreme power. And now, as the three mothers and the child approached for a final battle, everyone must prepare. Doctor Strange has put in place all the sorcerers around the world to assist him in forming a barrier so nobody can leave Antarctica while he regains his power that was stolen by Caecilius. He then tricks Caecilius into a spell that will bring back the deceased Doctor Strange from the present timeline. He does this by healing him as opposed to harming him. The X-Men and the Avengers do their best to try to delay the three mothers and the child, but they are no match for their power. It is now that the sorcerers must step in. Now that Doctor Strange has been restored as the Sorcerer Supreme of Earth, and the young Doctor Strange has concocted a plan to take them all down, they move into action. They gather the strength of the five Sorcerer Supreme from all the different dimensions to trap the mothers and send them back to where they came from. In the meanwhile, the child is confronted by the astral form of the young Doctor Strange, who has a plan to be taken in by the child and attacked from within. The child is then destroyed, and the mothers are sent away and to be trapped into their own dimension separate from each other. And now that they have lost all their power, Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer Supreme can return to their own dimensions. Unfortunately, this is when we find out that the healing spell is now wearing off, and our Doctor Strange must die once again. But now that Doctor Strange is dead, who will become Earth's Sorcerer Supreme? So, along with this event, there were several tie-ins. There was a Strange Academy tie-in, an Avengers tie-in, Spider-Man, White Fox, Blade, X-Men and the Black Knight, Bloodstone. So all these things, I read them all. I really, really like some of them. Some of them were, they were okay. They were kind of inconsequential overall to the event. But my favorite was definitely Spider-Man. The story in there was just really cool. This is the most I've enjoyed seeing Ben Riley do Spider-Man things probably in the last in the last couple of months. So now that we don't have a Sorcerer Supreme and the Earth needs protection, Marvel has announced a new Doctor Strange book starring Clea as the Sorcerer Supreme. So it'll be interesting to go forward and see what does this mean for the Dark Dimension, as she's already the Sorcerer Supreme of that dimension, and then what kind of threats will be visiting Earth as we transition to this new Sorcerer Supreme. Also, with the release of the upcoming Doctor Strange movie, how long will Marvel keep, Doctor Strange truly death? So that'll be interesting to see in the future. I very much enjoyed this event. I really recommend that you read it. I quite like. It was a quick read. It was very interesting. The art is beautiful. Like I really love the character design. So, yeah, go check it out. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, TV recaps, movie reviews, trailer reactions, all that stuff you enjoy seeing on the channel. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.